Hey, welcome to Adventures with Peps. It's me, following on from our aliens build. We are now moving on to the Colonial Marines. Check it out. We got Hicks. We got Vasquez. I said that right? Probably not. Ripley, Frost, Hudson, Gorman, and whoop, come on, camera. The legendary Newt. Right, these are the instructions. They're pretty damn straightforward. Look at that, 3 parts, or 4 parts for Hicks, 4 parts for Ellen Ripley, Hudson 3 parts, Newt 3 parts, Gorman 3 parts, Frost 4, Vasquez is the most difficult with 4 parts. So yeah, we'll build each one. I'll talk. You know the drill. Like, subscribe, mostly subscribe. Let's go. Right, let's go. We're going to start building some Colonial Marines. Up first is Corporal Dwayne Hicks, made famous in the films for his shotgun and taking a face full of acid. Yeah, so he is Corporal Dwayne Hicks. He was a member of the United States Colonial Marine Corps. He was part of 2nd Battalion Bravo Team. He was sent to LV 426 to investigate the sudden loss of contact with the colony of Hadley's Hope. Hicks was part of 2nd Squad's gun team, along with Private Drake, who sadly is not in this box set, but is in one of the expansions. He is the squad's leader and also the motion tracker operator. When the unit's commanding officer, Lieutenant Gorman, was incapacitated, Hicks took overall charge of the mission as the highest-ranking Marine. He was the only Marine to survive the incident, along with the 2 civilians, Ellen Ripley and Rebecca Jordan, aka Newt. So yeah, as you can see, 4 parts: body, head, gun. Yeah, I use Gorilla Glue. Probably not the best glue in the market to be using, but it's what I use, and it worked perfectly well. Now, to begin with, I am using this bright yellow mustard mouse pad as my backdrop. I decided to swap over to a white background to help you all see the actual figures a bit better. But they're quite interesting. They're not like Games Workshop quality plastic. They are just a high quality board game plastic, but they have enough detail in them to make them worthwhile. The face is a bit soft, and hopefully when I'm either painting or when I can get a proper close-up of the face, I'll do some zoom in so you can start seeing them. But yeah, these are super easy to put together compared to the aliens and their horrific tails. So initially I was going to make them one by one, because that made sense, but then I realized I really should let them dry between doing each part. So I just hop straight in and try and get bodies glued to bases, which you will now see me doing. So Hicks is done. He was my hero from the films. He was the heroes from the book series before they decided to make him Wicks instead of Hicks, because they ended up killing him off in the 3rd film, which was very upsetting. But that's his little background. The next model in the video is unfortunately Gorman. Does anybody like Gorman? I don't know. He's a bit of a jerk. I'm not a fan of Gorman. But his little backstory: Lieutenant Scott Gorman was a member of the United States Colonial Marine Corps, part of 2nd Battalion Bravo Team. He was the commanding officer of the combat unit deployed to LV 426. He was involved in the xenomorph infestation at the colony. Gorman did not command a great deal of respect from his Marines owing to his inexperience in the field, and was incapacitated throughout much of the incident at the colony. This left Corporal Hicks to take command. Gorman was among the last to perish in the incident, committing suicide with Private Vasquez, rather than being captured by the xenomorph for impregnation. Ugh, nobody wants to get impregnated. Where are we now in the video? Let's see. We are now with Newt. Rebecca Newt Jordan. Rebecca Jordan, known to most people as Newt, was the sole survivor of the Hadley's Hope settlement following a xenomorph infestation. She was the daughter of Russ and Ann Jordan and the younger sister to Timmy Jordan. The United States Colonial Marine Corps unit, which was dispatched to the moon in 2179, discovered her hiding in the colony's ventilation system. She became close to Ellen Ripley, acting as a surrogate daughter to her. Ripley would later risk her own life to rescue Newt from the xenomorph hive. I believe that is also in an expansion pack. We get a Ripley carrying a Newt, which would be pretty cool. Who's up now? We're on to Hudson. Whoop. I am having issues. Here we go. Hudson. Private First Class William L. Hudson was a combat technician in the United States Colonial Marine Corps, part of 2nd Battalion's Bravo team. He was a member of the combat unit deployed to LV-426 to investigate the sudden loss of contact with the colonies. Well, sounds very familiar, doesn't it? Hudson was part of the 1st Squad's gun team, so Hicks is 2nd, Hudson's 1st. As part of 1st gun team, he fought alongside Private Vasquez. He was also the squad's leader, although Sergeant Apone assumed nominal command for the initial operation at Hadley's Hope. Hudson was also designated the 1st Squad's motion tracker operator. He was among the last to perish in the incident, eventually becoming host for a xenomorph chestburster. His body was later found by Corporal Christopher Winter from the USS Sephora during the subsequent investigation of the colony. Oh, was there a follow-up? Is there something I have not read? Well, hang on a second. Where is... I've got to Google this, haven't I? SS Sephora, cocooned. Oh, computer game. Okay. We'll ignore the computer game for now. Who are we on now? We are on Ripley! Get away from her, you bitch. Lieutenant First Class Ellen Louise Ripley, civilian advisor to the United States Colonial Marine Corps and a hugely influential figure in humanity's encounters with the species xenomorph XX121. She was mother of Amanda Ripley McLaren and the forebearer of Alan Decker. Beginning her career as a warrant officer with the Weyland-Yutani commercial freight operations, she was assigned to the USCSS Nostromo in 2122. He encountered a single xenomorph unintentionally collected from the planetoid LV-426. The event led to the death of the rest of the crew and the destruction of the ship, and her discovery of the xenomorphs would change the course of her life and plague her for the rest of her existence. Ooh. Now we are on Vasquez. One mean mofo. You can also see that I've stuck Hicks's shotgun on. As I've obviously talked for too long because it looks like I've glued Frost and Vasquez down. So whilst we're doing the rest, I'm just going to keep on talking. So, Vasquez, Private First Class Jeanette Vasquez, was a smart gun operator with the United States Colonial Marine Corps, part of 2nd Battalion Bravo team. She was the sister of Carmen Vasquez. Jeanette was a member of the combat unit deployed to LV-426 to investigate the sudden loss of contact. She was involved with combating the xenomorph infestation. She was part of 1st Squad's gun team along with Private Hudson. She had a long history with fellow smart gun operator Mark Drake, and the two shared a close, possibly romantic relationship. Vasquez was among the last to perish in the incident, committing suicide with Gorman rather than being captured by the xenomorphs for impregnation. Yep, we've now finished Gorman. Very easy, just had to stick his head and his gun on. I think I'm finishing up Newt, which was also a pretty quick and easy model to glue together. And now I'm going to chat about Frost. Private First Class Rico Frost, nicknamed Frosty. Owing to his cool attitude, he was a member of the United States Colonial Marine Corps, part of 2nd Battalion Bravo Team. He was a member of the combat unit deployed to LV-426. He perished as a result of the xenomorph infestation at the colony. Frost was part of 2nd Squad's rifle team along with Corporal Dietrich, and was also a skilled martial artist, holding a first-degree black belt in the Marine Corps martial arts program. He was killed by friendly fire inside the hive when Dietrich accidentally set him alight with her flamethrower. So, what have we got? We got Hudson and Vasquez is from Squad 1. Or Alpha Squad, I guess. First Squad? I don't know. First Squad, there we go. And then Hudson and Vasquez, First Squad. Hicks, Frost, 2nd Squad. And then who else do we have? Ellen, Ripley, Newt, nobody. Gorman on its own. So we got a couple from each squad. 2 motion tracker dudes with Hicks and Hudson. 1 flamethrower with Frosty. And 1 smart gunner. And then we got Ripley, Newt, and Gorman. It's an interesting pick. I'm excited to get the expansion called Badasses of Hadley's Hope, because I think that finishes the squads off. So I'll get like Alpone, the sergeant, Drake, Dietrich, maybe I guess Bishop I think is in that one, along with Burke, the corporate man, who I'm pretty excited to actually build because he was one of my favorite characters. Even though he's a villain, he's just purely selfish. But as you can see, the models go together really nicely. I'm going to shut up for a bit and maybe speed up the video, because all I've got left to do is stick on some heads. And yeah, remember to like, remember to subscribe. Let's go.